we'll get started. I think today we're gonna go to the beach. So find a comfortable spot wherever you're at. Make sure your temperature is right. Grab a blanket or a hoodie if you need to. And we'll get started. So today we're gonna go to the beach. And I want you to think about how you're gonna get there. Kind of get yourself ready, put on your favorite clothes or bathing suit or whatever you want. Grab your sunglasses and really soft beach towel, or maybe you prefer one that's a little bit more rough or smooth. And as you grab your beach towel, I want you to think about the texture. Feel the texture with your hands. What does the beach towel feel like? Maybe think about what color it is and how big it is. Is it a really big beach towel? Is it a small one? And go ahead and take that towel and everything else you need and throw it into some sort of bag. And pick up your bag and put on your shoes. Maybe you're gonna wear sandals or flip-flops. Maybe you just go shoeless. And however you need to get to the beach, maybe that's by car or bus, maybe you're gonna walk there, maybe you walk out on your patio and you're just right there on the beach. And think about how you're gonna get there. And once you arrive at the beach, I want you to think about closing your eyes. And what do you hear at the beach? Maybe you hear some birds or seagulls. Do you hear the waves crashing? Do you hear kids playing? Maybe you hear the wind. And then you start to realize that you can smell what's happening at the beach too. What do you smell at the beach? Is it more of a lake beach or an ocean front? What is the smell on the wind? Are there people cooking nearby? Do you smell the salt spray? Maybe you smell sunscreen that you had put on. What kind of smells do you smell? And as you take that big breath, smelling all of the things at the beach, you open your eyes again. And you look around. First, take a look at what's on the beach close to you. Is the sand dry? Is the sand wet? Are there rocks? Are there seashells? And as you begin to gaze further and further, do you see people? Do you see animals? What do you see? And then let your gaze drift towards the edge of the water. Do you hear the water? What color is it? Is it clear? Is it murky? Do you think it might be warm? Maybe cold? And go ahead and walk down the beach. And put down your stuff. Maybe lay out your towel. Get everything ready. Maybe you have an umbrella. And now if you'd like to, you can go down to the edge of the water. Would you like to stick your foot in, your hand? Go ahead and feel the water. What does it feel like? What does the sand feel like on your feet? Is it warm? Is it cold? Is it refreshing? And take a little bit of time to let the water pour through your hands. And then you can look up. And as you look up, you can feel the waves kind of on your ankles. Maybe take a couple steps in. What does the water feel like? Is it still? Are there waves lapping at your ankles? Kind of a rocking, soothing, back and forth motion. And then you can look a little further. What's out on the water? Is there anything more than the waves? Do you see surfers or boats? What's out there? Maybe you even see an island or some other land way in the distance. How big is this body of water? How deep do you think it is? And as we look at the horizon, you also notice the sky. Is there anything in the sky? What's the weather like? Is it sunny? Is it cloudy? Maybe about to rain? And if you want to, you can go a little bit further in the water. And as you go further into the water, you can feel it creep up your legs, maybe up to your torso. You only have to go in as far as you want. And if you want to go in all the way, what does it feel like when it reaches your neck? Do you feel kind of weightless? Do you feel the pressure of the water all over your body? If you're feeling really adventurous, you can dunk your head. Take a deep breath and go under. And once you've let all your air out, come back up to the surface. And as you're swimming around, is there anything else you're noticing? Maybe some seaweed. Maybe it's just clear water if that's what you like. Maybe if you're interested in snorkeling, you see some fish. And when you're ready, you can swim back towards the shore. And as you head towards the shore, those noises from the beach become louder again. What do you hear on the beach? The closer you get, the louder they become. And maybe you feel your feet hit the sand again. Maybe your hands are in the sand too. But as you come out of the water, you feel the air on your skin. Maybe it's windy, maybe it's breezy. Is it warm? Is it cold? And you can walk back to your towel. And if you don't like the feeling of sand on your feet, you can absolutely imagine that it just magically doesn't stick to you. And if you do like that feeling, you can think about how that feels. As you come back to the towel, you can sit down. Maybe you brought a second one to wrap yourself up in. Is the towel warm? Is it soft? Is it rough? And now that you've had a little bit of time to swim, you can imagine, what else do you feel? Do you feel the sun on your skin? Do you feel the water evaporating? Maybe you feel the sand underneath your towel, how it kind of has dips and valleys where people have walked before. And if you'd like, you can open up a snack that you have brought. Maybe you brought some cold iced tea or a soda or some water, maybe lemonade. What did you bring to drink? Have a couple sips of that. Think about what it tastes like. And then maybe you brought a granola bar or something else to snack on. Maybe you brought some watermelon. Whatever you brought to eat, go ahead and open that up and take a couple bites. And when you're finished eating it, you can close up your wrappers and put them back in the bag. And just sit and look out over the water. And maybe you take a little bit of time to sit in the sun, or if you want, you can sit in the shade and read a book. Just hang out for a little while. Maybe you want to go for a walk along the beach and walk down to the other end of it and back. Maybe there isn't an end. Maybe you just can keep walking until you need to turn around. Maybe you want to look at some tidal pools. Or maybe you brought a fishing rod and you'd like to get that out for a little while. Just take a little time to do whatever you want at the beach. And whenever you're ready and you feel like you have done everything that you needed to do, maybe you built a sand castle or got a good tan. Whenever you're ready, you can pick up your towel and shake it out and put it back in the bag. Maybe you put on some clean clothes, or maybe you're close enough to home that you can just drive back and have a good hot shower. As you walk back to your car, turn around And just take one last look as the sun is starting to dip over the horizon. And take a look at all of the colors that are happening in the sky. Maybe feel how the air is beginning to cool a bit. And know that you can come back to the beach whenever you'd like. And as you continue on your journey home, you can think a little bit more about all the things that you did today at the beach. And how nice it was to have a little bit of time just to exist. And when you get home, you can take care of whatever you need to. Take a shower, eat some dinner. But for now, when you're ready, you can come back to the room that we're in. Feel your points of contact, maybe on the floor or a chair, maybe on a bed. And when you're ready, you can wiggle your fingers and toes a little bit. And open your eyes. And as we return back to where we're at, just take a moment to notice how you feel. If you'd like to, you can do a little body scan. Go from your head down over your shoulders, into your arms and hands, your torso and your legs and your feet. And if you'd like to, you can stretch a little bit. And welcome back. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or evening whenever you're seeing this. This is always here for you to return to if you enjoyed it. If you had any interesting experiences or thoughts, I always love to hear them. Feel free to comment them. And on that note, thank you all for joining me for episode 10. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Okay, love you all. Goodbye.